It's James Steinhubel with TVU and the Business Channel, and I am here with Jennifer Martin, President and CEO of Junior Achievement for Northern Alberta and the Northwest Territories. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. It's interesting times, but hanging in there. How about you?
Very well as well. Excellent. You have a very exciting event coming up. Some excellent sponsors. Why don't you tell us about that?
So we are doing the Quick Card, a virtual night out for JA. It will be 500 people. Instead of at a gala at a convention center, we'll all be on Zoom. I think we're all pretty familiar with the technology these days. And what else is anybody doing on a Friday night? So we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some laughs. And we're going to raise some money and some awareness for Junior Achievement. Junior Achievement has been in this area for 55 years, and we teach financial literacy, entrepreneurialism, and work readiness to kids, grades 3 to grades 12, mostly the older kids, but it really prepares them for success in business and life. And right now, we can see from what we're going through, who knows what they'll face in their generation. So we really want them to be resilient, fiscally ready for what may come their way, and also ready as they enter the workforce in the year or two, few ahead, to help rebuild Alberta's economy by, basically we're preparing our youngsters to be successful in a global economy.
That's awesome. So you've gone with all the virtual tactics for this event. What are you using to produce it, to distribute it, and why have you chosen that strategy and tactics?
Well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, like all charities, like all businesses, we need to weather this storm. Number two, we really want to help Albertans right now. So we did a rapid pivot to move a good chunk of our programs onto our website, which is janorthalberta.org. So students, teachers, parents, they can now access those programs for free in the comfort of and safety of their own homes. But there is a cost to that. So, we need to keep our doors open. We need to help preparing the next generation of Albertans. So we thought, you know what, everyone's at home. Lots of people are using Zoom. People are bored, so let's do this now. We're using Production World. They're an Edmonton-based audiovisual company who has done this for a corporate client before with employees across Western Canada, but they didn't want to fly everybody in. So they did a Zoom function. I believe it was an awards night for Driving Force. And so they've done this before. They know it works. And we just want to prove that JA, we walk the talk. We are innovators. We are entrepreneurial. And this is, it's a little breathtaking. It's a little scary, I can't lie, but I have every faith in Production World to pull off the technology. I have every faith in the Capital Region, Northern Alberta, support Junior Achievement. So we have 500 tickets to sell. It's mildly scary, but I'm just so excited. I believe it's a first.
Yes,
maybe in the country.
It's awesome. It's awesome, and a big part of the story for me, and I think I'm like a lot of people, is the sponsors that you have. Who's jumped aboard right away?
So we've got Quick Card as our title sponsor, and they're supporting our advertising on global television and global news. So that's super helpful. We get the word out. And we've got Sorrentino's group, the Buco restaurants will be delivering just like a gala. You'll have food. We're doing a charcuterie to your door. It'll arrive that day. You can sit there with your glass of wine or whatever your beverage of choice is and enjoy a charcuterie board as you take in the hour-long gala and have some laughs and enjoy it. Hey, put on a tux if you want. Waist up, maybe. Have fun with it. And so we've got the Sorrentino's group in Pico helping out, and we've got JW Marriott has donated a really nice weekend prize package for our auction. We've got the Oilers Entertainment Group. Oilers Entertainment Group has come on with a donation. Rogers is donating. Shaw is looking at a donation. Danny Hooper's donating his time. He's always lots of laughs. John Cameron, who usually does the Crescendo concert at the Winspear, which unfortunately has had to be canceled. He's going to be performing for us. And we're lining up some pretty interesting speakers right now, too.
That is so exciting. So what kind of team members, who's involved, like who in the office when you came in, you're a power leader. So you got this vision, you came in and you said it. Who responded first, and who's jumped in, and who's been a big help in the office?
Well, there were a few jaws that dropped, I'll tell you that, but they're getting used to my style. I've been with JA. A lot of people might remember me from my TV anchor days, but I've been with Jay since September, so they're getting used to how I roll. I'll tell you, back in late February, I closed the door and I brought them in and they said, we're moving our Alberta Business Hall of Fame event from May. We're moving it to September. I mean, it's been in May for 40 years, but I knew that I could see the writing on the wall. Convention Center thought I was a little off my rocker, but we moved it to September back in February. So they're used to anything I roll out. That gala will go on. It'll be amazing. We're really changing the format to make that really fun and exciting too. But then when we came up with this idea, Production World approached us, and so I put it out there, and everybody sort of has the same reaction. They kind of go, "Huh," and then they just get really excited.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Now, it's not just Edmonton. You are Northern Alberta and Northwest Territories. So what communities have sort of like, what are you doing now? And now they're jumping aboard. What other communities on in your network are jumping aboard?
Recently, in the Alberta downturn since 2015, unfortunately, like a lot of Albertans, we've had to run junior achievement like a responsible business. So we focused more on the capital region, simply to live within our means. The recession has hit charities just as much as everyone else. So we're really focused on the capital region. We will bring the entrepreneurial programming, the work readiness, the fiscal, how to manage your money. We'll bring that to about 20,000 students this year. We want to get out and about through the rest of the province as hopefully, we can recover from this recession. Again, though, all the programs, most of the key programs are available now for all Albertans for free on our website at JAAlberta, northalberta.org.
And people in the Northwest Territories. That's a big mandate. Can't forget about them as well. So, that is it's so exciting. It's nice to see that a leader and their organization are doing just that, leading, and that is it brings such hope. So just to end off, I always talk a little bit about the situation that we're in, and give people a chance to add to the narrative. Is anything that you would like to say that would be helpful at this time?
Well, I think that we've all we're trying to get through this in our own individual ways. I've always been an advocate for mental health, and I've had some down days myself. It gets lonely, it gets boring. So I would just say that, I found myself, even though I know better, I found myself a couple of days really getting down, and you start to sort of isolate yourself and you get grumpy, and I knew I should be reaching out and I didn't. And I thought, okay, Jen, enough. It didn't last long, but even a day is a long time. It was Easter Sunday and I didn't have anyone to cook for, and I didn't have family around, and the weather was terrible. And I did wind up calling some special people in my life, and that really helped. And I thought, I shouldn't have been embarrassed. I shouldn't have thought I'm weak because I'm in a bad mood right now. So I would just say there is no shame in reaching out. There is no shame in feeling and saying, I'm not feeling great. And I think sometimes we try to be stoic and go it alone and pull ourselves up by ourselves with our own bootstraps. And that's when you can get into trouble. So I would just say, reach out. I know it's hard, especially for guys, but that's my big advice.
Excellent. Excellent. For as you reach that point where you were experiencing your routine is upside down, your schedule's done, you know, what's coming forward, you know, into your life is you're experiencing new moments. You know, you're a Carleton grad. You know, you worked in the meanest media market in Canada for what, 11 years. You were in Toronto.
Yeah.
You know, so you came out to Alberta. You did really well here. So as you began to, you know, stand up and, you know, pick it up and get going, what were you reflecting on? What was meaningful? What spoke to you in your past that allowed you to you know, be here?
You know, I've met a lot of inspiring people along the way, whether it's been athletes, Olympians, politicians, prime ministers, rock stars, ordinary people, um, doing great things, often not looking for any recognition. So I take a lot of inspiration and strength. You don't have to look far to find that inspiration. Um, you know, I think Alberta's home for me. I've been here 20 years, and I love the West. I'll never, I'll never leave it. I, you know, I love our pioneering spirit, the way we support each other, the innovation here. You know, here we are donating PPE across the country because we have this amazing healthcare system that was prepared. I'm so proud to be an Albertan. So I really just take my strength from the people around me. But I get bored easy. So I just like to always be doing new fun things. And I don't really know the word no. I don't know the word quit. I just like to keep life interesting. It's just kind of how I'm hardwired. And I tend to surround myself with people like that. And I'm also big on helping others. So the big takeaways for me are take inspiration from others around you, look around, better yourself every day. I'm learning Spanish now. I just signed up for Babbel yesterday. I'm running twice as much every day. I'm working out. You know, I have my lapses for sure. So I grab that bag of chips, but you know, just try to better yourself every day and stay positive. And if you can't, you got to work on it. You got to figure it out what works for you to stay positive.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing in the event. And so, how do people connect with that? How do they buy tickets? You know, what do we got to do?
So if you just go to janorthalberta.org and click on our events page, you can register right there.
Okay, and so it's all online, and they'll get emails back, and they'll be able to follow all the links. Is there anything special they need to download to participate, or
We'll be sending reminders. It does happen on Friday, May 1st at 7:30. We won't take up the whole night. It's not like a gala that's going to go to midnight. It'll probably be an hour or so. But we'll send reminders. There'll be a support session if you need help with Zoom, and you have the option to order the charcuterie. If you don't want to do that, you can just do the $100 ticket and spend the $30. We'll give you a tax receipt to Junior Achievement. So yeah, we're there to support people, make it as easy as possible, and we're going to have lots of fun and raise some money to help young Albertans.
It's awesome. You know, Jennifer, you know, thank you for being with us. It was an honor, and we're excited. We're getting behind what you're doing. So Jennifer Martin, President and CEO of Junior Achievement Northern Alberta and Northwest Territories, and a community leader and community champion. Thank you for sharing. I do appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us. We look forward to seeing lots of your audience at the Zoom event on May 1st. Thank you.
Yes, and see you next time.
Okay.
Thank you.